After we looked at the general big picture of what a function was, we started to look at some of the finer points. In 8.1, we looked at whether the relation was a relation or a function. So first of all, when I have ordered pairs, I'm going to go with the ordered pairs 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, 7, and 5, 4. In any relation, you have a domain, which is your x, or your input, and you have a range, which is your y, or your output. So for these points, my domain is 0, 2, 3, and 5, and my range is 1, 4, and 7. So now you're thinking, wait a minute, there's another 4. One of the things we do when we list domain and range is we list them in numerical order, and we don't repeat entries. So that's why there's only 1, 4. This is a list of the domain and range. I can also be asked to map my domain and range in my relation. So I have an input and an output. My input is my x, 0, 2, 3, and 5. And my output is my y, 1, 4, 7. So when I have an input of 0, my output is 1. When I have an input of 2, my output is 4. An input of 3 gives me an output of 7, and my input of 5 gives me an output of 4. So for each input, I get one unique output. Now, sometimes people say, well, wait a minute, two different things gave you a value of 4, but 2 only gave me one thing, and 5 only gave me one thing. A nice way to double check this, because this does get kind of confusing, whether this is a relation or a function, is to look at the graph of it. So these are my points, 0, 1, 2, 4, 3, 7, and 5, 4. I have graphed them. And you'll remember that I mentioned the vertical line test. In the vertical line test, what I do is I look at my points, and if I can draw a vertical line through my points without hitting another point within that function, yes, indeed, it is a function. Relation or function. Domain and range, input, output, list, map, graph.